What up, though? What up, though? It's your host, Kamal Lucata, and this is the Kamal Lucata Show, the podcast that everybody is talking about. What's going on, everybody? Y'all all right today? Now, first off, let me send a shout out to our sponsors, Urban Professionals CNA School. Urban Professional CNA School helps displaced workers and students achieve an entry-level healthcare career goal in a long-term care setting and in hospital and rehabilitation facilities. Urban Professionals teaches all students bedside manners and how to take care of residents and loved ones. CNA, which is short for Certified Nursing Assistant, is the beginning level of nursing, and most of the students that attend the school are there because they want to become nurses. And Irving's Professional is the right place to learn. Irving's Professional is located at 17036 East 9 Mile Road in East Point, Michigan, 48021. For more information on how to sign up, call 586-777-8500. That's 586-777-8500. Alrighty. What's going on, y'all? Y'all all right today? I'm feeling good today. Now, today is actually a holiday. That's right, it's a player's holiday. It's my birthday. And yes, Lucata is one of the players. Where my Lucata soldiers at? Let me hear you say, Lucata. Yeah. Let's get straight to it. Will Donald Trump resign or will he be impeached? The question of the day. All right, I'd like to see what my listeners think on my Facebook page. So I want y'all to get on my Facebook page and I want y'all to kick in and talk about that because we're going to have a nice little discussion about that tonight. And then we're going to kick it on my Facebook page. You know, what do you think? Will Donald Trump resign or will he be impeached? So let's get everybody up to date. Now, as we all know, the current sitting president, Donald Trump, has been under scrutiny ever since he got in office for his alleged ties to the Russians. The initial rumor was that the Russians may have possibly affected the outcome of the presidential election through cyber hacking. Okay? Possibly helping Trump get his seat in the White House. Recently, things got heated when Trump unexpectedly fired longtime FBI Director James Comey. The rumor was that he got fired by Trump for his persistence in investigating National Security Advisor Michael Flynn regarding his alleged Russian ties. Shortly after he terminated the director, Trump issued some troubling remarks on Twitter stating, James Comey better hope that there are no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press. What? Now, did y'all hear what I just said? Well, let me rephrase that. Did you hear what Trump just said? On Twitter, this is on Donald Trump's Twitter account. He says, James Comey better hope that there are no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press. I mean, that was stupid. I mean, that's stupid. Why would you say something like that? I mean, that's almost like an admission of guilt. But anyway, not surprisingly, these tweets led to speculation that the president has something to hide. The New York Times shortly after reported that Mr. Comey wrote in a memo that Trump asked him to end his investigation of Michael Flynn. Further proof that Trump had something to hide, and even further revealing proof of what some are calling possible obstruction of justice, which is possible cause for impeachment. It was then reported that Trump revealed classified information to Russian representatives in the White House this week. Something that, although not illegal, may have been detrimental to those who helped to gather this classified information. Trump denied doing so, but the fact that he did it open up some levels of distrust in handling of that matter. Even with the appointment of a special counsel to investigate these matters, Trump continues to deliver self-inflicted foot shots by issuing statements on social media that can be used against him down the line. All the while, more damning and revealing info seems to be churning out from Trump's administration faster than Chrysler makes cars. And that's fast. Well, my opinion on this situation is that America really has placed itself under the gun by allowing this administration to get into the White House. Number one, you got a celebrity real estate mogul who has never served in any level of politics on any level, at any level, any form or any fashion. And you elect this man as the chief executive of the United States of America. Okay. I just don't get it. Why would you even consider electing somebody to run the most powerful seat in the world that doesn't have any political professionalism or experience? Okay. You have an individual who has displayed clear disdain and disrespect towards anyone who opposes him or his point of views. An individual with a history of bigotry, chauvinism, and religious bias. An individual with a loose cannon mentality. Let me rephrase that again. An individual with a loose cannon mentality. You know what a loose cannon is? A loose cannon is somebody that just shoot from the hip and say everything that's on their mind. That's not good, especially when you run in a position as important as the United States. Okay, when you're the president, you can make this country literally crumble faster than avalanche builds up. Okay. Even if it sinks the whole ship, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him because he's going to jump into the first lifeboat available and leave his whole crew behind anyway. You know why? Because you have an individual who is just that, an individual. Do I think Trump will get impeached? Yes, I do. But not before resigning. And that's after putting up a fight that will only make matters worse. If Trump does have any ties with the Russians, and if the Russians did have anything to do with hacking the election, it will prove to be the most demoralizing and disgraceful point in the history of the United States presidency. It truly doesn't help that Trump continues to tweet and make statements that seem at this point only to implicate him more and more. A divisive individual, Trump has divulged classified information to Russian ambassadors in casual conversation. And that just adds to the absurdity of a man who seems to not know how tight his own rope gets every time he talks. Arrogance always seems to come back and bite people in the back when they use it to step on those around them. Remember that right there, because that's very important. Now, at the time of this podcast recording, CNN has just reported that lawyers are looking into impeachment possibilities for Trump. And to make matters worse for Trump, James Comey has agreed to testify in public in front of the Senate Intel Committee, with hearings scheduled to commence sometime after Memorial Day. It doesn't look good for Trump. I actually personally believe that Trump will eventually either jump ship and resign, and it'll probably mark the first time that he met a battle that he couldn't win. So You know, it's sad. It's sad that we had to see this happen, but you know, like a lot of people have said that it might have been good that Trump won the election so that America could see how bad it could be to have somebody in office as arrogant and as racist as Trump is. And, you know, when you are that arrogant and that racist and you are dealing with people all over the world, trust me, you ain't gonna do nothing but sink your own ship. You know, so keep that in mind. We're gonna keep tabs on what's going on with Trump. We're gonna keep tabs on what's going on all over the country and everything with these possible impeachment hearings coming up. Just keep a lookout for a lot of this stuff. Keep in mind that if you really want to know what's going on, just turn on CNN, MSNBC, all those things. It's something going on every day. It's breaking news every day. But we as a people, we got to empower ourselves. You know, we can't let whoever is in the White House rule our destiny. You know, but also I want to let everybody know, make sure you get out and vote this year. Make sure you get out and vote for Senate and for Congress this November. Okay, that's very important. That's actually more important than who's in the White House, who's the president. So everybody get on out and vote this year. Okay, we need people to get out in record numbers. Okay, but black folks, we gotta control our own destiny. We gotta control ourselves. We gotta control our own children. We got to control our households. Stop waiting for somebody to come with a solution and they don't care about you. You know, it's insanity to think and believe that somebody outside of your own household want to cut your grass better than you do. You understand what I'm saying? Get your own lawnmower, get your own shovel. Well, how can I do that? I ain't got enough money. Well, if you got 3 or 4 people in your house, then 3 or 4 people put y'all monies together. You understand what I'm saying? It's power in numbers. And we got to realize that. We got to realize that here, as a matter of fact, it's the day after Malcolm X Day. So I definitely want to talk about the fact that what Malcolm X preached, you know, and that's self-sufficiency. Everybody always think that Malcolm X was about violence. Malcolm X was about uprising. Malcolm X ain't give a doggone about what was going on with somebody else. That was the bottom line. He wasn't disrespectful to nobody else. He didn't care about nobody else. He ain't want nothing for nobody else. All he wanted was for us as black people to learn how to hold our own hands, and how to build up our own households, how to raise our own families. And I believe in that. You know, that's what we got to do. You know, we got to work together. We got to work as a community. You know, we got to stop fighting against each other. We got to stop hating on each other. We got to stop. We got the thing about it. When I say we got to stop hating on each other, a lot of us get it twisted what hating is. Because when you get corrected, every time you get corrected, that don't mean you being hated on. Sometimes you need to be corrected. It's the difference between being corrected and being hated on. You know, and you know who hates you and who love you. You understand what I'm saying? But I need us as a community in Detroit, we need to take control of what's going on in our city. Stop complaining. Okay? Don't just complain. Make a complaint. There's a difference between complaining and making a complaint. Okay? If you got a problem with what's going on in your city, go downtown to the mayor's office. It ain't like you can't get in there. Go down there. Go to the city council. Go to your city council, your local city council. There's several districts multiple districts throughout the city, and there is a representative in each district, a city council representative. There are state representatives. There are county commissioners. You know, we have congressmen, congresswomen, we have senators, state and United States, federal. Okay, so from the federal to the state to the municipal to the county levels, take control of your community. Develop block clubs again. We don't have to call the police all the time. We get mad when the police don't show up, but guess what? You live in Detroit. All us, don't sit up here and act like you ain't got a family member, an uncle, an aunt, a cousin, a sister, a brother. Might even be your father or your mom or your daughter or your son that's on the police force. You know, this is we got something that other black folks in other states wish they had. We got the most African-American based police force in the country. You know, but that figures because we are the most African-American based city in the country. So we got to learn how to work together. When Chief Craig is having these town hall meetings, go to those meetings. You know, make time for them meetings. Parent-teacher conferences at your school. Instead of complaining about what's going on at the school, stop acting like the schools are by themselves. Be a part of the schools. Go to these parent-teacher conferences. You understand what I'm saying? But the bottom line is take control of your own community. Don't let nobody tell you what they want you to believe. You know what I'm saying? We know it's a racist society, and we up on top of that. We ain't finna let nobody, hold us back. My belief in racism is you ain't better than me. I don't care if you white, Jew, Arab, Mexican, whatever. You ain't no better than me. I'm a man. And all us men in Detroit and all across the country, all us African-American men, we got to stand up and stop letting people punk us out and stop letting people rape and invade our women. You know what I'm saying? Protect these women. We got to protect these women. We got to protect our children. It's too many kids out here without fathers. You got to cut that stuff out. We got to start standing up for who we are and standing up for our families and our rights. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's just something that was on my mind. I just want to, let my viewers know, hey, I'm all about us as black people, being strong and being one. All right. Anyway, that we gonna get ready to take it on out, y'all. And, that was my thoughts for the night. Get on my Facebook page. Let me know, what's on your mind. Let me see what else is going on. Let me see. I'll see you tomorrow because I'll be doing a special Sunday praise and dedication for those who want to give honor to God. Because I want y'all to know, without God, there is no me, and it wouldn't be no podcast. I'm a believer in God. And I'm a strong brother, and we need some strong brothers and some beautiful sisters to come together. Excuse me, and don't have a problem praising God. You might be out there cussing and talking stuff and fighting and acting a fool and hitting the club. That's all right. We human, but ain't nothing wrong with praising God either. You know what I'm saying? These brothers out here that's Muslims, they ain't got no problem standing up and being strong and tough and still, doing what they do. And I respect them. You know what I'm saying? I respect the brothers, the Nation of Islam, all them. Shout out to the Nation of Islam. Okay? Now, I'm a Christian, and I'm going to be that. Anybody got a problem with that? Hey, man, you take care of your own household. Talk to your kids about what you want them to be. Okay? But here, I'm all about God. God first. I'm all about Jesus. Hey, that's it. There ain't no apologies about that either. I'm black. I'm proud. And God is first in my life. I'm a black man. And I'm proud. Remember that. Number one, I'm a man before anything. And that's what all men got to remember. Remember that you a man before you anything. Okay? Don't let nobody punk you out. Okay? And when it's time to fight, you fight. Don't back down for nobody. Just because you a Christian, don't back down for nobody. You fight for your rights. You stand up. Be proud to be black. Be unapologetically black, and also be unapologetically Christian if that's what you are. If you're not a Christian, if you don't believe in God, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Jew, if you whatever your religion is, I don't knock none of that. As long as you about peace, that's all I care about. All right. So like I say, holla at me tomorrow. Check my show out tomorrow, cause we gonna do something different, and we gonna put God in it. All right. And then after that, my next show after that is going to be a week later. Right. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to start doing about 2 shows a week. And, like I say, shout out to my sponsor, Urban Professional. If you're looking to become a CNA, their number is 586-777-8500. Don't forget to purchase my book, Legendary Detroit Mentality, on Amazon. Let me see what else. See if I forgot anything. If you got any questions, any remarks, or show suggestions, hit me up on Facebook or email me at lucata77@gmail.com. All right. Thanks again for listening and hanging out with me for my birthday. I'm your host, Kamal Lucata, and this is the Kamal Lucata Show. And I'm going to leave y'all with something. I'm going to start exhibiting some of the best artists in Detroit and all over the country. I'm going to leave y'all with a group called Model 9, okay, and a artist named Reborn. Okay, that's a Detroit artist, and back and forth from Detroit and Georgia. And I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this music. Great music. I ain't putting nothing but good music on here. All right. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. I'm about to have the best birthday of my life. I want y'all to do the same. Treat every day like it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? And we are out. This is the Kamal Lucata Show. Peace. And you can find this song on iTunes. Look it up on iTunes. It's Model 9. It's called Make Me Wanna Say.
Drink if you feel like Ciroc soda, premium mocha. I'm thinking, baby, yo, you're dripping past your legs, touch my sofa. I love to misbehave, baby. Do I like your stage like you turn my page? Got my heart like a runaway slave pumping. I know you cunning, conniving. I'm going, you arriving. I'm early, you late. I love you, hate, but we fit like 2 pieces of a broken plate. I don't care what you did before you let me hit, and I really don't care what you do after. You got this good ass walk, and I just couldn't pass ya. I wanna experience you, sharing one night, everything that we've been through. If possible, make love and I'll fuck on the first. Ladies only natural, just ask your earth. You making me thirst for you, making me work for you. Through your pleasure walls, it's like watching the birth of you. Say the pleasure and pain is fucking disturbing you.
Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say.
Where you going? Can I breathe the the same breeze that you blowing. Besides, you shouldn't be alone tonight. We should be together getting high as the ozone might. I think that silicone might stain the good of your style. Cause I know you sin like the devil that you are. Come close, closer than most. What in your throat? Let's give a toast to the fool who let your ass float on. Don't put your coat on, boo. I stop spitting game if you think it's untrue. But if you don't, then let's do whatever you want to. Don't tell me that you don't screw, girl, you know that won't do. You tell me that you like the way I dress, where your taste is impressive. I keep it mild somewhere in between aggressive, non-passive. And yes, this could be the day you shine brighter than your necklace. Your mom gave you the blueprint, like my lyrics over the perfect acoustics. I wish I could be that white hippie on your crucifix, or that stick of music licks that you choose to lick. Must be Christmas in July. This is over my head like a roach in a glass of Swiss Miss. Pinning your words so endless, make your emotion to you motherfucking senseless. And you drip that lust, sip a little hush, crush, you blush, but I rush, not a word, just hush, stick the clutch, and dollar bill of this dick, girl. Who do you trust? Don't even answer that.
Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you
Makes me
wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say. Something about you makes me wanna say, makes me wanna say.
This is the Kamal Lucata Show. Peace.